Hello everyone, today we are going to solve the problem odd or even number. So, what is the question they are asking? So, they give a positive integer n and we need to determine that it is a odd number or even number. So, if it is a even number, the output should be true, and if it is a odd number, so the output should be false. So, in the given example, they give the n is equals to 15. So what is the output? It is false because the number 15 is not perfectly divisible by 2. So it is an odd number. So next, in the second input, they give n is equals to 44. So what is the output? It is true because 44 is perfectly divisible by 2, or 44 comes in the second 2 table at 2 22s. 22 into 2 is equals to 44. So it is perfectly divisible. So n can be around 1 to the min value of n is 1 and the max is 10 to the power of 4. Those are constraints. And the time complexity and space are big of 1 and big of 1. So we need to write a logic which runs in the constant time and space. So how to solve it? So we discuss the approach first. So if it is a perfectly divisible number, so what is the remainder after division? Obviously it is 0 because it is perfectly divisible. So we got to know that for any even number, when we divide it with the 2, the remainder will be always 0. So this is our hint in a type of. So how can we get the remainder of any two numbers division in the Java? So we have a beautiful operator which is the percentage symbol. So what it is? It gives us the remainder of two number division. So for example, C A by B. Let us see if it leaves a remainder of C. So we can get C is equals to A modulo B in the Java. This is the Java version. This is a normal version as a mathematics version. So this is our core logic. So now we got to know that any number when the remainder is equal to 0 with the division with 2, then that number is a even number. So in Java, what do? We same use of the same percentage modulo operator to check if any given number n modulo 2. What does it give? It gives a remainder. This is what we discussed about. It gives a remainder of two numbers division. So if you check, remainder we obtained from the modulo operation. If it is equal to 0, then what does it mean? We actually said here that if the remainder is equal to 0 during the operation, it is an even number. So simply if it is a 0, then it is a even number. If it is 1, n modulo 2, n can be any number. If the remainder is 1 rather than 0, then it is obviously odd number. So this is a simple technique we are going to use in our code, which is very easy. So as you can see, they already give the integer n in our method and the output type is boolean. So how to check any conditions in our Java? We use of if condition, which is the simplest most one. So what is the if condition we write? We said that any number given n, when we perform the modulo 2, then same right here, n modulo 2. So what does it give? It uses a remainder. So what did we say? If the remainder is equals to 0, then it is an even number. So how can we check a value and another value in Java? So we use of a double equal to symbol, which is used to check equals of two values. So if it is 0, the remainder, then what is the output result? It is true. So true. So else means if the remainder is not 0, it is other, like it is a 1. Then what is the number? It is a odd number. So what is the output? It is false. So simple. This was what they are expecting, or else you can directly write it here, because as you can see here, we are already handling the even case. So if it is not the even case, then obviously it is a false case. So how we are using our approach in this program? So approach is remainder equal to 0, which we are using here. The output fixed value will be true, which is 0 always, with 2 division. So modulo operator here in the if condition. So these two logics here in the actual program. So this is a simple program of even or odd. So sample test case passed. So we can see test cases are passed. So when it comes to now, the time and space they gave should be big of 1. So now if you see in our code, we didn't use any loop or like any for loops, while loops, any other. We just use a single if condition. So what is the time of it? It is obviously big of 1. And we didn't use any space extra. We directly return the value, directly use the given values. So it is, we didn't use any space, but even though there is no space, it is also considered as constant space. So our time codes one are time space both are big of 1, and the expected also they are expecting the same. So our solution is acceptable for this question. So this is how we solve this program using this simple approach and technique to solve this small code. So practice the program. Thank you for watching.